Imagine rising from a small island in the Caribbean to becoming the first Black woman in history to create not one, but $2 billion brands. Not inherited, not handed down, built from nothing but vision, courage, and the belief that the world could be better. This is the story of Rihanna, stepping beyond superstardom and entering the realm of legacy. Long before the boardrooms, long before the valuations, Rihanna was a young woman who understood what it felt like to be overlooked. She carried that feeling into everything she created. She knew the industry she was stepping into had cracks big enough to swallow entire communities who never saw themselves represented. She wasn't interested in being another celebrity selling products. She wanted to reshape the standards. She wanted to build what she wished existed when she was younger. In 2017, she did exactly that. Fenty Beauty exploded onto the scene like a cultural earthquake. Shade ranges that had never existed suddenly became the new expectation. Campaigns that once excluded now embraced. The world didn't just notice, it reacted. People who had spent their entire lives mixing foundations finally felt seen. Influencers flooded the internet, reviewers couldn't keep up, stores couldn't keep items on the shelves. Fenty didn't enter the beauty industry quietly, it kicked the doors down. And as the brand rose into the billions, Rihanna watched something extraordinary happen. She didn't just change a market, she changed what the market demanded. But that was only the beginning. In 2018, Rihanna looked at the lingerie industry, an industry dominated by unrealistic standards, and decided it was time to challenge it. Savage X Fenty was more than lingerie. It was a declaration, a celebration of bodies that never were invited into the spotlight. Every show, every campaign, every launch said the same thing. You belong here. Fans didn't just support it, they felt empowered by it. The brand shot upward with velocity, reaching its own billion-dollar valuation. 2 different industries, 2 different companies, 2 different billion-dollar empires. 1 woman, 1 vision, and 1 historic milestone no Black woman had ever reached before. Rihanna didn't rise because she followed a blueprint. She rose because she became one. Today, her ownership in these companies sits at an estimated $1.7 billion, making her one of the wealthiest women in entertainment, someone whose business instincts rival her musical fame. But even with that staggering success, her empire keeps expanding. Fenty skin, Fenty hair, partnerships, cultural influence that stretches further than music charts ever could. And through it all, fans and industry leaders look at her with admiration. Entrepreneurs dissect her strategy, brands scramble to catch up, and millions of people see her as living proof that limitations are illusions. Rihanna's journey is not just about wealth, it's about rewriting what power looks like. It's about a woman who refused to shrink herself to fit outdated systems and instead built systems big enough for everyone.